again. My name is Gabe Zolna. This is the 11th of January, 2019. Remember Fukushima? Article posted by Future Society, written by Chelsea Goad, that's G-O-H-D. A $320 million ice wall still can't contain radioactive water near Fukushima. So what can we do? Last year, Japan's central government completed a 35 billion yen, approximately 320 million, underground ice wall, over 38 meters, 100 feet deep, and nearly 1.6 kilometers, 1 mile long. The structure is meant to stop groundwater from mixing with the radioactive water leaking from the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear plant, which was severely damaged in 2011 by an earthquake and tsunami. While an idea seemingly plucked from a comic book, this wall of human-made permafrost was criticized for being too complex and potentially ineffective. Negative suspicions were confirmed when an investigation commissioned by the Japanese government found that while the wall is helping reduce the leakage of contaminated water, stronger measures are needed. Yeah, like what? There aren't any. Several years later, radioactive material from Fukushima's damaged reactors still contaminate groundwater and rainfall, undermining efforts to decommission the plant. The state of the reactor also made it extremely difficult to identify the position of the melted uranium trapped in the plant, which was captured on camera only last year. Even robots sent to investigate and clean up the site have not been able to withstand the radiation, exacerbating the crisis as the plant continues to contaminate groundwater and rainfall. How about the ocean, huh? According to the latest figures released by the plant's operator, Tokyo Electric, TEPCO, the ice wall is reducing the amount of contaminated water inside the reactor's building to 95 tons per day. While before the structure was built, nearly 200 tons would collect inside the plant every day. Overall, the plant still contaminates about 500 tons of water daily, of which 300 are pumped out and stored away to be purified. What happens to the other 200 tons? Huh? The Pacific Ocean? We recognize that the ice wall has had an effect, but more work is needed to mitigate rainfall ahead of the typhoon season, said Yuji Onishi, panel chairman and Kanase University civil engineering professor, speaking to physics.org. The ice wall was expensive to build and costs about 1 billion yen, 9.5 million a year to maintain and operate. But while it is not a perfect solution, it has stabilized groundwater flows and reduced the amount of water that needs to be pumped out to keep the situation stable. Pumped out to where? The Pacific Ocean, right? As chunky as a massive ice wall may seem, the Japanese government still doesn't have a more elegant solution to a problem that long after the disaster remains as urgent as ever. And while the project may be far from ideal, it is imperative that Fukushima holds as little contaminated water as possible. Folks, I did countless videos on this. People are ignoring the reality. You know why? There's nothing that can be done to stop it. They were taking radiation readings on the West Coast, like California, and they were taking readings on the East Coast, on New York, and radiation was coming from Japan. The trade winds were bringing it. It's everywhere. I did videos where fish along the coast of California are all deformed. Seals are all deformed. Whales are dying. Just a matter of time, folks. You can't stop it. No one can. You think not? Think what you like. Do your own research. Check out the embedded video. You want to pass this along to your like-minded friends, ask them to repost it in all their social media accounts. You might as well know the truth. The oceans are getting contaminated left, right, and center. And there's no stopping it. That's what's really scary. Thanks for listening.